when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And the 1-0.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
Left fielder, Juan.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
Juan Soto, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Ball one.
Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia. Swings through that one for strike two.
Ball two.
And that's outside. Battling here as he fouls it away.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Close
That's
one, doesn't get the call. Ball two. Just missed. Francisco Lindor waiting to hit for the Mets. Two down, nobody on. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Francisco Lindor now at the plate as he swings through strike one. The 0-1.
Ball one.
In the dirt, blocked. The 1-1. Foul ball there. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was. This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for the Mets, Christian Scott. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Trey Turner at the plate. And a foul ball. The 0-1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one away. Let's take a look at our lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Scott, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That was foul, and he'll see another.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
0-2 now.
Ball.
What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and hitters are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
Bryce Harper up now. I think one of my favorite moments from his 2024 season was his soccer-style celebration after he hit a home run in London.
Is that when we went with the knee slide?
Exactly, and really into it, too. He yelled, "I love soccer," over and over while going through the high-five line of the dugout.
When in Rome, as they say.
Or London. That one's in there. Strike one.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
Bichette whips it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Scoreless after 1.
Leading off for the Mets, right fielder Carson Benj.
In the air, right side of the infield. Stop. And there's one down.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco.
Hey!
Now the 0-1. Ball one there. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball, that's in.
Second inning here, no score. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting 7th, first baseman,
And here's the
Young.
first baseman, Jared Young.
Ball, that's inside.
That one lifted to left. Brings it in.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Brent Beatty.
Gets him to chase after that one.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Polanco, the runner at first with 2 gone. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
So runner at second, 2 down. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Marsh towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the inning, Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
Brandon Marsh.
That
Ball.
misses the
Bam.
zone, and it's 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and two here. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Bichette. And there's one down.
Batting 5th, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fastball for a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the tying run is on base.
Batting 6th, second baseman.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
This is Bryson Stott Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. One down, Phillies down a run. And that one fouled off.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one almost got him. Man at first, one away. In the air, left side. Soto has a beat on it. 2 down.
Batting 7, catcher J.T. Real Muto.
Hey!
Check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Rolled over to third. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Top half of the third inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, number 9. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Just missed.
Just out.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 2-1. Hard on the ground to first. Harper takes it himself. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Up next for the Mets.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Yeah!
Late with the swing there.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Ball.
The 1-2. got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bichette takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. In for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Ball.
That one missing inside. Francisco Lindor up next for the Mets. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Gabriel Rincones Jr. stands in for the Phillies.
Aye. Off the plate, ball 1.
That one ripped. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. Here comes the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Outside, that's a ball.
Man at second. Ripped, but it curls foul. In the air to left center. Takes it in for the out.
Oh, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Trey Turner now flied to right his first time. This one in the air, right field. 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Man on second, 2 down. Way inside.
Two strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that's a strikeout looking.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in Philadelphia, on to the fourth, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Line drive to short and caught. One pitch and one out.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Nope. Ball inside.
And a big swing and a miss. Inside, almost
inside.
got him.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Fly ball down the line, and it lands foul, so we reset, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Got him. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Jorge.
The batter now,
Polanco.
Jorge Polanco. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Aye. Ball 1.
That one hit the knees for a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Phillies, Bryce Harper.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
That's too
Nope,
low.
that's a ball.
Ball 1.
You know, these Phils, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
2-2 on the way. Ripped on a line to center. 1 away.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
That's a ball. That's in. Ball 2.
Next
That's
one
ball
misses, and now 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That clips the corner. And he walked him.
That pitch is in.
What a
Ball
battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Single to right in his first trip. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Yep, that ball went out.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
That's ball two.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Fastball for a strike. Two outs and one in scoring position.
Ball, that's out.
That one pulled foul. Man at second. That one almost got him. Here's a 2-2. That's down and in. JT Real Muto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Marsh stands at second with 2 gone. This one in the air center field. And that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. New inning getting started. Jared Young up now for the Mets.
Ball, that's
Some stirring
upstairs.
in the bullpen for the Phillies. Alan Ronhell, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Kirkering also throwing.
Not showing great command so far in this at-bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
And another
Ball 3.
ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That's a strike at the top edge of the zone. And the count is 3-1. Young wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges.
Second baseman, Brett Beatty.
Yeah.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Ball,
He's
that's
really
out.
working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And 1-2. Lined into left center, base hit. And they had their first hit since the second inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Alvarez in the box now, takes strike 1.
Ball, that's out.
High fly ball, right field. Rincones under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens. Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Ground ball right side. Harper tossed to second. Back to first. Not in time.
Up next for the Mets.
I promise you, they're guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Juan Soto now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Nope, that's inside.
He swings and fouls one off. One now. That one is absolutely belted. This looks like extra bases, and it gets by him. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Aaron Nola's day comes to an end. Not a bad effort, but he exits on the hook for the loss. New pitcher on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching. for the
Alan
Phillies,
Runhell gets handed the
number
rock out of the pen.
57,
He last pitched 4 days
Alan
ago, so he should feel
Runhell.
pretty fresh. Makes the grab and that'll end the inning. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies nothing. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. JT Real Muto stands in for the Phillies.
Well, these Phillies looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
The 0-1. That clips the corner.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Got him looking.
Up next
And that's
for
4
the Phillies,
strikeouts.
right
You never want to go down on 3
fielder,
pitches, especially when you just
Junior.
watch all 3 go by. Now, he has an argument on that last one, but when you watch strike 1 and strike 2, you have to think that anything close is going to look pretty good to that umpire calling balls and strikes.
Late swing, foul to the left. The Phillies trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Out number 2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And now
That's
it's
out.
even up. Base knock center field. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Up next for the Phillies.
So the Philly batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. Quick toss to first,
He's safe.
and he's back safely.
Aye.
Crawford off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. 1 left for Philadelphia. Still down 3-0. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets.
Shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Aye.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Nice grab. Over to first. It's there,
He's
and that's
out.
a great play.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Carson Benj.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Rangel, in his rookie season, 28 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Now he breaks his bat. Turner whips it to first on the run, and they get the out.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter Jorge Polanco.
So now the DH spot, Jorge Polanco, 1 for 2.
Too high. Ball. Hey.
And there's a strike.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. But they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Mets,
now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. A.J. Minter. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters.
Leading off for the Phillies, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber.
That's a ball.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Brooks Raley, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Brazoban getting cranked up as well. The 1-0. And a foul ball.
Ball 2.
The 2-1. And he swings through that one.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Here's a 2-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. Beatty sends it to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
Fouled off left side. And that is out of play. Goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Marsh,
Ball,
up
that's
for the
off
third
the plate.
time here, watches that one miss. Two down, nobody on. That pitch in for a strike, and the count even 1-1. That's a
ball
little bit
3.
low. The Phils trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the sixth. And that's outside, and it's ball 4, and he's on base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And first offering is fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in there.
Recognize that
Outside.
changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Ball, that's outside.
Just
Ball, that pitch is
outside.
out.
And it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
3-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Marsh off of first with 2 away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. Bounce to the right. Beatty handles, throws to first. Inning over. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies nothing.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Mesa.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
First baseman.
And now the first baseman, Jared Young. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Ball. That's inside.
Just
Ball
misses
3.
with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground
Nope.
to the left.
Foul ball.
And it goes just foul. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. And they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh moving under this one. One down.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Brett Beatty.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Gets the outside corner with that one. This ball's chopped on the ground.
No, foul
and
ball.
Foul ball. This one popped up. Turner settles underneath it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
So digging in, Francisco Alvarez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Inside. Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on.
Nasty
ball
backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And that's
That's outside.
outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Payoff pitch. Got him looking. And that is that. Mets go down quickly, but they lead at 3-0.
Now pitching for the
We're
Mets,
back in a new
number
pitcher here to
35,
start the bottom of the
Brooks
seventh.
Raley.
Brooks Raley.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Leading off for the Phillies, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Ball in.
On the ground to third. Bichette whips it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And that's off the outside
outside
edge. And that's ball one.
That's ball two.
The Mets leading by 3 here, the bottom of the seventh. Hit in the air, left field. And a couple of quick outs.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now at the plate, Gabriel Rincones Jr. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's out.
Gets him to chase after that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in Philadelphia, and now the center fielder, number 9. The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball.
Bunt attempt popped up. Not in
He's
time.
good.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He'll circle the bases, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tim Mesa out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So a lefty out of the pen, Jose Alvarado.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Hey!
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Ball, that's out.
There's a 1-1.
Ball.
Next offering is outside. Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Hard hit left side. Turner with the throw to first. Lindor retired.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Carson Bench.
2 down, bases empty. And now the right fielder, Carson Bench. 0 for 3 in this one. Right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that gives Jorge Polanco a chance to hit with 2 out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Ball 1.
Step off throw to first.
No, he's in.
And he's back in safely. Bench, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Hey!
And he grounds one to the right side. That ends the inning. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. And the lead is now 5-0. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the bottom of the 8th, Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies.
Ball, that's down.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout.
Up
And
next
1 away.
for the Phillies, shortstop Trey Turner.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And the sweeper misses. On the ground, right side. Beatty to first. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Phillies, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brooks Raley gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
A new
Mets,
pitcher in the
number
game,
15,
Cionel Perez.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Two outs, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And the 1-0. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back singles. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Swinging a foul out of play. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Action in the Mets bullpen. Devin Williams, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Brazoban also getting ready. 2 on, 2 outs. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies leave a couple. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And here's the first baseman, Jared Young. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Left field. And it's just foul. Alvarado, in his 9th season, he features a sinker, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Stays alive. There's a high chopper. Stop. On to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Brett Beatty.
Aye!
What a stop. Fires to first, And that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th.
Nope.
Pitch misses. 3 balls and a strike. That one found hard the other way. Two down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Tap foul at the plate.
Ball 1.
One, two now. That one to first, Young. Throws to first in time. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Up next for the Phillies, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
As a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Now a slow roller to second. Beatty throws to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So it's their last chance in this one. JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's a strike. And that one fouled off. The Mets leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And in one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Ball
That's
one,
a ball.
no strikes. Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.